thought I'd return to Maison Ikkoku after nearly 3 decades. The first time I encountered this story, it wasn't in a manga form, but as an anime. Juliette Je t'aime, the French dubbed adaptation that aired on TV here in Belgium. I was much younger then. I think I was like 9 or something. And while I enjoyed the humor, the romantic tension, and the endless misunderstandings, I don't think I fully appreciated just how special this series was. Now, all these years later, I decided to read the original Maison Ikkoku manga from the start to finish. And let me tell you, this was a completely different experience now that I'm older and have much more life experience. Reading it as an adult with a different perspective on love, relationships, and personal growth, I saw the story in a new light. It's just not another romantic comedy. It's a heartfelt, slow burning drama about longing, loss, and finding the courage to move forward. So let's talk about it. The premise of Maison Ikkoku is simple yet incredibly effective. Yusaku Godai is a struggling student, a Ronin, who has failed his university entrance exams and lives in the chaotic boarding house called Maison Ikkoku. Just as he's about to give up on and leave, a new manager arrives in that boarding house, Kyoko Otanashi. Kyoko is young, beautiful, and kind, and there's a catch. She's a widow, still mourning her late husband, Soichiro Otanashi. From the moment she enters Goda's his life, he falls in love. But winning Kyoko's heart isn't as easy as he hopes. Over the years, he struggles with his own immaturity, financial struggles, and competition from the suave and wealthy tennis coach Shun Mitaka. All white, Kyoko wrestles with her lingering grief and fear of moving on. But Maison Ikkoku isn't just about the love story between Godai and Kyoko. It's about the people surrounding them, the meddlesome, sometimes infuriating other tenants of the boarding house. It's about the passage of time and how love, unlike what most Roman stories portray, isn't always instant or easy. Sometimes it takes years of growth, heartache, and persistence to truly reach someone. One of Maison Ikkoku's greatest strengths is its cast. Unlike many romantic comedies where side characters exist only to push the main couple together, every character in this series feels alive with their own struggles, motivations, and arcs. So Godai is the underdog. He starts off as a loser, plain and simple. He's timid, insecure, and easily manipulated by the other tenants. He spends his days failing his exams, drinking with his rowdy neighbors, and getting caught in embarrassing situations that ruin his chances with Kyoko. But what makes Godai such a compelling protagonist is his growth. He doesn't remain the same bundling fool forever. He studies hard, takes on various part time jobs, and over time matures into a responsible man. By the final volumes, he's no longer just the tenant who gets bullied. He's an independent adult who has found his path in life. And that's what makes his love story with Kyoko so rewarding. He doesn't just win her love, he earns it. Kyoko, a widow torn between the past and the future. Kyoko might be one of the most well written female leads in romance manga. She's kind, gentle, and genuinely cares for the people around her. But she's also deeply conflicted. The loss of her husband at such a young age left a wound that doesn't heal easily. Throughout the series, we see her battle between her love for her late husband and the feeling she slowly develops for Godai. What makes her journey so powerful is that Maison Ikkoku never trivializes grief. Kyoko isn't just waiting for someone to sweep her off her feet. She's struggling with guilt, responsibility, and the fear of moving on. This internal battle makes her moments of realization so much more impactful. When she finally admits her love for Godai, it's not just a romantic victory, it's proof that she has healed, that she's ready to embrace life again. Mitaka, the rich, confident tennis coach, is everything Godai isn't, at least on the surface. He's financially stable, good looking, and knows exactly how to charm Kyoko. But as the story progresses, we see cracks in his perfect image. His pushy approach to romance, his fear of commitment, and most hilariously, his fear of dogs, which is unfortunate given that Kyoko's pet dog, Soichiro, is always around. Make him more human than he first appears. Mitaka's eventual engagement to Asuna Kujo, a woman he initially pursues to get over Kyoko, is a great example of how Maison Ikkoku treats its characters with care. He doesn't just appear when Kyoko chooses Godai, he has his own arc, learning to be honest about what he truly wants. And then we've got the tenants. No discussion of Maison Ikkoku is complete without mentioning the insane supporting cast. Yotsuya, the mysterious shameless pervert who constantly sneaks into Godai's room, Akemi, the bar hostess who loves teasing Godai and is almost always drunk and nude, Mrs. Ichinose, the loud, nosy, drunken housewife who acts like an annoying older sister to Godai. They're rowdy, they're obnoxious, and they're often the reason Godai's life is a perfect mess. But in their own way, they also care for him. There are small moments like Akemi secretly rooting for Godai or Ichinose giving him surprisingly good advice that make them more than just comedic relief. My final thoughts, reading this manga after having watched Juliette Je t'aime so long ago was like seeing an old friend with fresh eyes. The humor, the heartbreak, the slow burn romance, it all resonated so much more as an adult. Back when I first watched the anime, I saw Maison Ikkoku as just another love story. Now I realize it's not just about romance. It's about growing up, making mistakes, and learning that love isn't just about passion, but about patience and understanding. The ending, with Kyoko and Godai finally together, isn't just satisfying, it's really earned. Their journey filled with heartbreak, growth, and years of waiting makes their love feel real. And the final scene, where Kyoko visits her late husband's grave and thanks him for watching over her, is the perfect closure. So if you've never read Maison Ikkoku, I can't recommend it enough. And if, like me, you watched the anime years ago, do yourself a favor, read the manga now that you're older. It's a journey worth experiencing in full. See you in the next video, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe, like, and maybe share also this video. Till next time.